made for who will get pole position, and it will be Adrian Slater. So Adrian Slater takes pole position and an encounter. We wait to go red. The red lights are on. Oh, Richard True just inching forward there. Oh, he's bogged down because of all that. Poor old Richard True. He got a front row outside position. He's bogged down, but Adrian Slater gets away well. But in the mustard-coloured car on the outside, it is Des Winks, and Winks dives up the inside of Redgate. Oh, hello. Bit of nudgy-nudgy. That's not exactly what we'd like to see happen, but everybody's going to make it safely through, are they? Oh, except Russell Booth running out wide. Well, he's going to rejoin, so that's good news. But up front, Adrian Slater leads Des Winks. Richard True has recovered to be third. Hello, there's been a bit of tackling going on midfield. That's Paul Doran in the number 50 car, and a little bit of dust kicked up as they all try and find that extra bit of traction somewhere out where there isn't any. Richard True certainly had a problem getting off the line, but he's recovered admirably as they come up to Coppice. Pete Chambers there is the car behind Robert Babbickan, the orange car Babbickan, then Pete Chambers behind him. Great scrap going on between Piers Maserati on the inside, Paul Doran on the outside there, and Doran's got to come off worse, but as they come into the braking point for the Goddard section, we look back and see a great scrap going on between Pete Chambers and Robert Babbickan, and they're going to be side by side. Race order then, Adrian Slater leads, Des Winks in second, in third it's Richard True. Who's going to be fourth? On the inside, it's Robert Babbickan. On the outside, Pete Chambers. Surely Babbickan will have the advantage, but he'll come out slower. If Pete Chambers can carry his momentum through, well, he can't, so he stays fit. There are three classes, incidentally, in Porsche racing, and Tom McHugh races in Class 3. That's the category that, at the moment, occupies the championship title favourite. But at the moment, well, that in fact is David Freeman in the 52 car. He's running in Class 2. At the moment, Adrian Greaves leading Class 3, but here is the battle up towards the front of the field, and there is Pete Chambers. He's still locked in behind Robert Babbickan. Hasn't managed to find a way through despite hopping across the curves. There is Chris Healy also going through. Oh, and there's a problem for Malcolm Sargent. A smoky old 928 GTS that doesn't sound very clever at all. We're back on board with Tom McHugh. Great shot of him going through the old hairpin, and Bernard Yeo up ahead. This is a battle for places in Class 3. And Yeo made the mistake, and that sees Tom McHugh go past. Now he'll set about chasing down his current class leader. Oh no, he won't, because Yeo fights back. Well done, Bernard. Nice manoeuvre there by the Malaysian, and not a great manoeuvre there up front by Des Winks. That's run him out wide, and that will cost him at least a car's length. And behind, the 944 is on its usual charge. Chris Healy at the wheel, the Yorkshireman in 5th place at the moment. But will he get higher? Already demoted Pete Chambers down to 6th. And still got bodywork hanging on. I'm amazed it's managed to stay on. That's the 16 car of Tony Littlejohn. And he was certainly in the wars at the first corner that all happened. We're back on board again with Tom McHugh. Still Bernard Yeo ahead of us. And up ahead of Bernard Yeo in the light blue car on the inside there is the current championship leader. That's Adrian Greaves running in Class 3. This is a great scrap going on in Class 3. David Freeman trying to keep out their way, I think. Yes, indeed, he moves to the outside. Or does he, in fact? Well, Adrian Greaves having to work very hard to get past the Class 2 battle. And here is the lead of the Class 2 battle at the moment. That's being headed by Marcus Fothergill in the 944 S2. And right behind him, Dave Bennett really on a charge in the 911. And Bennett looks to the outside. It's a long way round there, Dave. Back on board with Chris Healy, coming through the fastest part of the circuit. Absolutely on it, right down the outside. And this is, in fact, Pete Chambers trying to claim back a place, and Chambers will do it. So Chambers up ahead back of Healy. And the 993, with its rear-engined configuration, working better through that part of the track than Healy's front-engine 944, despite its turbo power. 45 here is Piers Maserati. Oh, and Paul Doran runs wide. He's going to be all over the curves and dropping back into the clutches of a fellow Class 2. Dave Ellis it is at the wheel of the light blue car. So the Class 2 squabbling going on all the way down. It's Class 2 shaping up very nicely at the moment. So Doran with Ellis behind him, bearing the scars of battle, isn't he? Look, Dave Ellis. Oh, and there is Doran off wide. Oh no, he's spun it across the track. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Poor old Doran. Well, that's going to hand things over to Dave Ellis. We're back at the lead, and look at Des Winks. He set the fastest lap on the circuit in his Class 1 at the moment. In fact, overall as well, a 1:20.652, 87 miles an hour. Oh, and we've got a big, big bang there for the 996 Paragon Porsche of Mark Sumpter. Well, that's going to be the end of his day, I think. Hopefully he's not laid anything horrible and gungy down on the track that might slip somebody else up. Here we are on board with Sumpter. Well, he's carrying on, but I'm sure there must be all sorts of things going out onto the rear tyres of that car. Well, you have to admire his tenacity, but he's going to lose a place to Malcolm Sargent as they go down the Craner curves. There's Des Winks still in second place behind Adrian Slater. And, well, Dave Freeman's had a little excursion. That's his car being removed by the tractor unit as we come underneath Starkey's Bridge. Good crowd here at Donington, as you may have already seen. And what great momentum there, carried through the corner by Chris Healy. I think Pete Chambers caught a little bit napping as he passed the back marker. Oh, on the brakes, Chris. A little bit of a dink. A love nudge, they call it, you know. Around the outside he goes, Healy. Taking a little bit of curve at McLean's, but couldn't find a way past the ever-defensive Peter Chambers. Look at this scrap for the lead, though. Richard True's there in third place, but Des Winks to the outside. Oh, hit the brakes, Des. He'll never get round there, will he? He will, you know. Oh, he won't. Across the curves. Oh, my word. Well, it's all highly entertaining stuff. I'll tell you what, though, he's hung on. Remarkable. And Adrian Slater slows. And Richard True has gone through. Is that a problem for Slater? He's dropping back. Well, desperate misfortune for Adrian Slater, but terrific ability there from Des Winks, hanging onto the car as he danced across the curves of the grass, coming back onto the main straight here to complete that lap. And he's in amongst the back markers now. Bernard Yeo is the man in front of him next up. Got to find a way through because Richard True is closing all the time. Let's just have a look at Adrian Slater and see if we can see any evidence of his problem, because he's going to be passed by Robert Babbickan. It has to be mechanical of some sort. Maybe he's lost a gear, that would be my speculation, or some sort of transmission-related problem. Healy carries the momentum, though, through the corner again. An old hairpin underneath the bridge, through the left-hander, up to Schwantz curve. And, well, he's so much quicker through there, it would seem. He's going to get to the inside, or rather the outside as it is now, of Adrian Slater. Slater dropping back all the time. Robert Babbickan way up ahead, kicking up some dust, but on his way towards the checkered flag. Des Winks, he's got a hold off Richard True, though, and he looks as though he'll do it. It's going to be a terrific win, and you have to admire that manoeuvre that gave it to him. Des Winks takes the victory ahead of Richard True. Remarkably to me, after what seemed like a huge problem, Mark Sumter will come through to complete his race. That's a testimony to the preparation of that car, and poor old Adrian Slater started from pole, but that sounds like one very, very sick Porsche. Well, there's the confirmation of the overall result of round 10. Des Winks takes the victory from Richard True. Marcus Fothergill wins Class 2, but it's a stunning performance from Tom McHugh. He takes Class 3 honours. Terrific performance by him. Well, the honours being doled out. Let's have a look at the championship points after 10 rounds and look at that very, very healthy lead that Adrian Greaves has. Marcus Fothergill and Paul Doran with a lot to